I started this thing with the idea of hopefully someday getting into a studio and just being a studio engineer behind a desk, like very many people do, most people that I know that come from my side of the production end, right? We go in and say, well, someday we're going to be an engineer, we won't be humping boxes, we won't be doing all the jive stuff, we won't have to sweat like everybody, like we used to. Well, that's it. You work for something at the end. Everybody's got a goal, that's mine, to be a studio engineer.
Everything's working, it's all right.
No worries, we're just resetting.
All right?
Can you believe us now?
You go into a hall that is not meant for rock and roll. It's meant for theater or for oratory or something, but it's not for loud rock and roll or anything like that. So you carry all these boxes in, and every day it's an improvisation. You know, you have to use what you have, and you build on it, whatever it is. So you go into a place that is very, very small, and you've got all this gear, so you just do what you can, you stack it up. If you win that day, you know, you feel great about it. You leave, you tear it all down, you walk out, you beat the hell out of the place, is what we say.
I suppose there's a sort of pride in what you're doing, and a loyalty to the people that you're working with. Really.
Some musicians are totally self-sufficient. You can tell them the night before, we're leaving at 10, and you know they're going to be in the hotel lobby with all their suitcases packed at 10. Others, you can tell them 3 times the night before, and then you have to ring them 2 hours before you go, an hour before you go, a quarter of an hour, and they're still not ready on time. You know, they vary.
Does everybody matter in the crew? I mean,
certainly not very long. And they provide, throughout the whole of the day, from the time that we get to the concert, with coffee, rolls, sticky buns first thing in the morning, and a 3-course meal later, and drinks, and tea and coffee all the time.
That's irrelevant. You know, it doesn't affect you, and you're not aware of it. So that's the real social life that you have. And anything else back home, you know, the personal life that you have or have had or would like to have, you know, you pretty much have to sacrifice that, because there's just no way to keep it going.
And apart from the joys of travel, I mean, what effect has it had on you personally with relationships in the past?
Oh, well, it's cost me a couple, but the relationship that it cost me, it also gave me, right? The Lamb Lies Down tour that Genesis did in the States, I just met a lady, we were getting to know each other, and it turns out when we went on the road, Peter didn't have anyone doing his costumes. At that time, he was into very elaborate costumes and everything. And as it turned out, she got the gig. So we spent a month on the road, became very close, got back home, moved in together. And we spent a few months together at home, and then I came back over here with Genesis, which, like I say, lasted for like 4 months. And by the time we got home, you know, all the things that we had in common or that we had shared in that month on the road, there'd been that 4-month gap, and they were just lost. You know, it's not fair to the lady at home, first of all, you know, to sit home every night and, you know, and write letters to no telling where, hoping they'll catch you in time.
Well, why did you change your appearance?
Because we wanted to fit in with the crew. I think the fact when we first started we were different, and as soon as we were labelled different, the crew kept the distance. They wouldn't ask us for different things. They just came, sat down, ate and went. Now we're treated as
work out with you just flying down from Paris now a couple of hours before the show, and there's your gear. You don't even know if it's tuned, presumably.
Well, in this case, with the guy who's doing them now, David, I could actually get up on stage without ever touching my drums, never play them, just step right on and do a show and really feel, not be worried at all about how things were. He's amazing. He actually tunes my drums for me, which I don't know anybody no one's ever done that before for me. He knows more about drums than I do, for sure. I couldn't even begin to tell him anything about what he's doing up here.
Tell me this thing about the equipment, you know, the vast amount of it and the effects that you create.
Well, you can get away with a lot maybe for a short while, but you can't get a long-term relationship with an audience unless you have unless you can deliver the goods. And there are 1 or 2 acts one can think of, but seem to rely more on sensation than they do on music. But the other point is just that the number of people that are interested in coming to see it. If 5,000 people want to see a thing, rather than 500, and you don't give them that opportunity, or you play in a 500-seater club, a lot of people that would want to see it won't be able to. And the equipment is a means through which one can try and generate the same excitement that you would in a small club to a large number of people.
It's hard, seeing as we do a tour, 40, 50 dates in a 3-month period, playing the same show pretty much. The audience is real important, because that's the difference between one night and the next. You know what I mean? If the audience is real receptive, and there's the energy coming from the audience, almost always we're able to put it back out. It just seems to happen that way.
Nobody wants to do this stuff forever. Because what point is it? I mean, we're making other people rich from our talents, right? Which is true. We do that. Granted, the stars are the stars, and they're what people come to see. But these people wouldn't be anybody without us. You know, if we didn't have people running the lights and creating the moods and carrying the flow and stuff, and the same thing with sound, people creating effects or whatever, just people that hump the gear. Without us, it wouldn't happen.
What about the music and the show? Do you ever get into that?
Oh, you have to, don't you? I mean, you can't do this for 2 months, you know, the same music every night without getting into it. Although I have done it before without getting into it. That's no fun. This show, yeah, I like.
The front rows, if they're lit up, are very important for me, in that I just work very much off the energy that the audience gives me. If they're uninhibited and they seem to be having a good time, it's much easier for me to do that too. And if I'm a long way from the audience, you know, I insist that we don't have any crash barriers in front of the stage for that reason. I like to be up in close contact.
That guy on stage is not Peter Gabriel. It's someone that he has manufactured and that we've all contributed to. So Peter's out there for all of us, more or less. That sounds very corny, I'm sure, but it's really true. He's the end result of what goes on here from 9 o'clock on, and I think everyone realizes
it. Okay, Phil, after Peter Gabriel, I wonder if you fancy doing Harry Belafonte. Starts on the 24th in Saarbrücken, then it's 25th off, 26th Zurich, 27th off.